make sure you guys press the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the like button because we're 2 days away. Today is the 30th, tomorrow's the 31st, and then the 1st is the launch of Animal Farm, the relaunch. You know what I'm saying? So, right now we have a $4.85 drip. As you guys know and been watching the past maybe month of this particular channel, I've been DCAing my way at these discounted prices a drip. I wish I would have caught this right here. This stuff always happens when I'm not looking at any technology. That's when this stuff happens. But for the most part, I've been able to catch, some good dips. We're gonna definitely hydrate this. This is about 2 days. So I missed a day yesterday, but we're gonna hydrate it in a second. What I would also want to talk about is the drip chart that was just posted in the Telegram forex sharks calls. So let's go over here and take a look at that. Also, we're going to look at the previous post, which we already know. Live AMA in a major crypto influencer group at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for me, it's 11:30. That's going to be another hour and a half. So if you guys are seeing this in about an hour from the time that you see this video, this Telegram group right here, so you just come to forex shark calls, this Telegram group right here is going to be hosting probably one of the last AMAs. I venture to say at least one more with a popular YouTube influencer in the drip community. That'll probably be announced either later today or tomorrow, because there's usually one more in the community before the animal farm, before the major updates, or it's going to be the day of. So yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button, check this stuff out, and let's go ahead and look at this chart. So I'm not sure how this is going to show up on the screen. Hopefully you can see the whole thing, but and you guys already know where you can find this outside of this post. But for those who don't want to do all that work, here you go. Last 180 days, the people who have been hydrating are outdoing the claims and the deposits. Now the claims and deposits were pretty close up until maybe whatever this date is. I can't really see it. Maybe that's August or July, but this is when it started to have this big gap there. But it's not a big gap, maybe just a decent sized gap. But the vast majority of people are hydrating, including myself, which you will see, on this video as well. And that's pretty good. Now, next, once we get the ads rolling, and then the promotion from the content creators on YouTube and Twitter, man, we could probably get these deposits higher than the claims. That's going to be crazy. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm glad Forex showed this, because a lot of times I don't look at this stuff unless another content creator provides that information via doing research. So we always recommend you guys do your own research. And yeah, that is the news for today. So just want to let you, oh my God, I just dropped my phone again. I've done this every day for the past three weeks. All right, so let's go ahead and hydrate this. We got $268, almost $269, and we could withdraw that. The reason why I say that is because some people have been withdrawn. You would definitely want to take profits, because why not? That's a part of the, lowering your risk. And you can always utilize those profits and leverage it in other platforms or in the Animal Farm ecosystem. So as of right now, I told you guys I'm trying to strive towards a maxed account, and probably tonight or tomorrow I'm going to add my last my last chunk, because this is going to get us what, 7 something. and it'll be 2.8 tomorrow. So what I want to do is get this to maybe 2.9 or as close to 3,000 as possible, because we don't know when we're going to see another low drip price of $4.85. The last time this happened, it went all the way up to the all-time high. Not saying that that's going to happen this time, but anything's possible, especially if there's any bullish trends in the market. Anything, any random things start happening, and then all of a sudden people are getting money and people are spending money, and people want to find out where to invest their digital assets into, and then they're going to start looking at projects. They're going to see 10,000 videos on YouTube, 10,000 posts on Twitter, and they're gonna know the deal. Then they're gonna say, okay, this has been out for a year and a half, and that price go, oh my god, and that price, let this price go to like $10, and then people say, I want to figure out where to put my money. Then it's just gonna go up from there. Remember that chart we just looked at, y'all. So if the price stays where it's at, then I'll probably continuously DCA more as time goes by. But I just don't really see that happening, man. I see the price based on the upcoming utility, and we've been at these lows for a while. So once we start getting more utility, more taxes coming in from this project, the animal farmers are going to have 3 to 4 times more taxes allegedly coming into the tax vault. People are going to be buying drip and pairing it with BUSD and all that good stuff. Then we have the scratchies, we have the lending, we have the insurance. I'm not sure if that's still going to be a thing, but if it is, I'm going to pay for it, because after I reach a max account, my goal is to set up new wallets and kind of leave this account permanently, because I've done some stuff, on this account where it's just kind of like, maybe that wasn't the safest, with some of these risky projects that we have participated in. So I'm going to create new wallets, and on these new wallets, I'm going to have only wallets that I participate with risky stuff in, and I'm going to have other wallets where I just never touch that stuff. So yeah, man, that's going to be the new wave. And I also do use a ledger as well, but sometimes I don't, depending on if I'm doing a video and I don't feel like doing extra work. But yeah, man, definitely get you one. I'm going to show you guys, me hydrating with a ledger and all that stuff, if you want to see it. But if not, there's other people on YouTube that'll show you that. So let's go ahead and get this out the way. So we're going to go ahead and hydrate this. I try to keep like 0.1 BNB in my account just to handle taxes and gas, I should say, on various projects. All right, so we got that done. 268 going in that thing. Dollars, that is. All right, so 2777. And yeah, tomorrow around this time, we'll be reaching 28. And tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to put about, it depends. If I get like a crazy price, I'm gonna do it right on the spot. Like if this thing drops to like 450 or something, I'll just do it right in there. But most of the time, if you're thinking about doing that, you're better off, because I have a hard time selling my other assets to DCA, even though I have done that recently, but I try not to do that because I always end up regretting it in the long run. So on a lighter note, Doggelon Mars and Dogecoin still pumping on crypto.com. Elon Musk is the CEO of Twitter. He supports Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and might want to take a look at Doggelon Mars as well, or Dogelon Mars. Just throwing that out there. I haven't made a video about it just because, but I'm really more so focused on DeFi. So I do like maybe one video every few months about just standalone projects. Some flop, some don't. But but I've been holding Elon for about a year and a half. So maybe a little bit longer. Whenever it came out, that's when I jumped on like 2 months after it came out, a month after it came out, or something like that. So yeah, back to this. If this goes down here, I'm just gonna jump in, and then we're gonna try to get this account to 3 stacks. But we know we can do at least by the first. We can do at least 800 2,820 or something like that. And before we leave, let's just see. Matter of fact, let me refresh this and then do, because this kind of keeps me on track, and it brings my attention back to this. And if I'm ever thinking about investing into other projects and potentially making some mistakes, I can just put that here. I've been doing real good with that in the past 2 months. Like, hey, don't jump into that other project, just put it into drip. Don't jump into that other project, save it for the animal farm, which I still end up putting it into drip anyway, but because I'm trying to get a max account. So let's look at this. I'm thinking it's 250 days. And I'm trying to figure out. So I want to start at 3. I want to get up to 3,000 so I can crack 1,000 in a month. I'm gonna have to double check that, but we should reach a max account in 248 days, which is 8.5 months. 8.5 months. And 8.5 months from now is the prime time for the summer. So it's just one of those things to put in your head to keep you motivated. For me, when it starts getting hot outside, or when it's hot, I don't want to be sitting in the house looking at screens. I don't want to be sitting in the house. I didn't do that last summer as much because I kept telling you guys, oh, I'm about to go to the park. Oh, I'm about to go for, a road trip. So I was really doing that. But this next summer, we want to do it a little bit bigger than we did last summer. So my goal is to take profit and put the vast majority into the animal farm, especially, by that. See, it really, man, it really, this is the reason why I think having a strong position in the faucet is important, because if the price were to go up to like $20, it really doesn't matter. Like, the animal farm is just a place to park your capital so you can accumulate dividends without selling your ass. So it's like, it's one of those win-win situations. But if the price of drip is healthy and it's going up, you can just pretty much stay in drip and make a bunch of money. But what's the point of selling? That's like selling your stocks or your parts of your business, and you only get paid one time. Whereas if you jump into the animal farm, you get to keep your business and make money. So my goal, if it's like, let's just say I get a max account, and the only way I won't is if this is no longer a thing, or there's some crazy restrictions, or I'm no longer able to make videos, or come in here and hydrate. If the price is decent, my goal is to invest whatever it takes to make $1,000 a day in the animal farm, whatever that takes. Or that's going to take $100,000 in each, whatchamacallit. Well, if I'm making that from drip, I'm going to set up 3 wallets, one to pull profits from in the future, and 2 more just to have maxed out to create even more wallets. So those other 2, I'm going to try to create 5 wallets from those other 2, and just kind of keep building them up over time, over the next up and coming year or so. And then a part is going to be taking profits. The other part is going to be creating new wallets, and then the rest of it is going to be figuring out how to get $1,000 a day in the animal farm without selling. So if the price of pigs are, $1,000 per one, Then I just got to figure out how many pigs do I need to buy, how much am I making per day, because if the price of drip is $20, then at the current price people are making, you know, $1,400-$1,500 with a max account per day. But if it's way higher, let's say it's 20, 30, 40, $50, you could be making 5 to 10,000 a day. So I could take that, you know, sell and then buy pigs, or I could just take that pair with BUSD, buy dogs, or earn dogs, and then take those dogs and put them somewhere to earn pigs. So however that's gonna go, for me to reach that goal is gonna take some strategy, but that's what I'm gonna do. You know, there's no reason to like go crazy withdrawing and then you left with nothing, or you're not left with anything bringing something in, because you end up regretting that later on. If you know, and I want to stay largely on investing into digital assets compared to other physical things, you know. But that's just me. So yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the like button. Remember that chart. Drip is looking healthy. And remember that the animal farm is coming out on the 1st. And also remember there's an AMA in about an hour and a half from the time you're seeing this video, if you're seeing it right when it comes out. Other than that, it's your boy Icy. I'll see you guys on the next video.